Welcome, language learners from all around the globe, to Listen Up, the podcast that takes you on a captivating voyage through the English language. Whether you're just starting your journey or have been navigating the intricacies of English for some time, this podcast is designed to be your trusty compass, guiding you towards fluency and unlocking the wonders of English. I'm your host, Karen, a passionate traveller and an experienced teacher of English as a second language. Join me as we embark on an exciting expedition filled with all aspects of English life, read by a native British speaker. Together we'll conquer the challenges and celebrate the victories of learning English as a foreign language. Each episode of Listen Up will immerse you in a variety of topics, from aspects of British culture, history, and literature. We'll explore useful vocabulary that will empower you to communicate confidently in English. If you want to read along with the podcast, head to my website, onepawinthesand.com/ESL. The link is in the description. But this podcast isn't just about learning English in isolation. It's also about building a community of language learners, supporting one another, and fostering a love for the English language. I encourage you to engage with us through my Patreon page, where you can connect with fellow learners, ask questions, share your own language journey, and as a reward for being so amazing, you will get exclusive content each month. So whether you're sipping tea in Tokyo, walking the streets of Sao Paulo, or studying in a bustling cafe in Berlin, Listen Up is here to accompany you on your quest for English fluency. Join me as we embark on this transformative expedition, where language becomes an adventure and your dreams of effective communication become a reality. Get comfortable and let the learning begin. Today's episode is called Wild Boar. In the heart of the United Kingdom's lush landscapes, a charismatic and misunderstood creature roams freely, leaving tales of wild adventures and untamed spirits. Enter the wild boar, sus scrofa, a creature that has silently etched its presence into the British wilderness, turning the woods into a stage for an enchanting wildlife spectacle. These wild boars, descendants of their ancient ancestors, has proven to be masters of adaptation. Originally hailing from the dense forests of Europe and Asia, they've seamlessly integrated themselves into the British countryside. Their shaggy coats and formidable tusks make them the epitome of wild charm. If the trees could talk, they would whisper tales of the boar's historical journey. Once native to the British Isles, the wild boar faced a dramatic decline in the Middle Ages due to hunting and habitat loss. Centuries later, they have made a triumphant comeback, proving that resilience is encoded into their genetic makeup. Imagine stumbling upon a woodland treasure trove where every step promises a glimpse of the captivating creatures. The boar bonanza is real, and it's happening in the UK. From the dense forests of Dean to the rolling hills of the Brecon Beacons, these elusive creatures have turned the British wilderness into their stomping ground. Wild boars are omnivores, with a diverse and adaptable diet. Their eating habits can vary based on the availability of food in their environment. Here's an overview of what wild boars typically eat. Plant matter, invertebrates, small vertebrates such as mammals, reptiles, and amphibians, carrion, roots and tubers, and crops. This can lead to conflict with farmers and is one reason why wild boars are sometimes considered pests. Their adaptable diet is one of the reasons wild boars can thrive in a variety of environments, from dense forests to agricultural landscapes. While their natural diet consists of a mix of plant and animal matter, their preferences may shift based on seasonal changes and local food availability. The wild boar has not only left its physical mark, but also embedded itself in the folklore of the land. From Celtic legends to medieval tales, the boar is a symbol of strength, courage, and untamed spirit that refuses to be tamed. These mythical narratives add an extra layer of mystique to the already fascinating presence of these creatures. While the return of the wild boar has sparked excitement among wildlife enthusiasts, it has also ignited discussions about conservation and coexistence. Wild boars can be potentially dangerous, especially if they feel threatened or cornered. While they are generally shy and prefer to avoid human contact, there are situations that can lead to aggressive behaviour. For the most part, wild boars prefer to avoid confrontations with humans. However, it's essential to exercise caution and adhere to guidelines for wildlife observation. If you encounter a wild boar in the wild, it's advisable to keep a safe distance, avoid sudden movements, and give the animal an escape route. Feeding wild boars is strongly discouraged. It can lead to habituation and potentially dangerous interactions. In regions where wild boars are known to inhabit, local authorities often provide guidelines for safety, especially in areas where human-boar interactions are more likely. Understanding and respecting the natural behaviours of wild boar contribute to a safer coexistence between humans and these fascinating creatures. Balancing the ecological benefits of these creatures with potential conflicts requires a delicate dance, reminding us that the wild boar's story is still unfolding. As the sun sets over the British woodlands, the wild boar continues its nocturnal escapades, leaving behind footprints that tell a story of adaptation, resurgence, and untamed beauty. The wild boar, once an elusive shadow in the British wilderness, has emerged as a symbol of the wild, reminding us that the true magic of nature lies in its ability to surprise and captivate. So venture into the woods, embrace the unknown, and let the Wild Boar Chronicles enchant your soul. Remember to join me on Patreon for exclusive content. This month's video is all about Bonfire Night, celebrated in the UK on the 5th of November. And that wraps up another episode of Listen Up. I hope you enjoyed learning about my topic today and practicing your English. Please comment, like, and share so even more people can discover me and my podcast. Remember, the exploration doesn't have to end here. If you want to continue the conversation, I've got some great opportunities for you. First off, I offer private lessons for those of you eager to expand your knowledge further. Whether it's practicing today's subject or exploring other topics, I'm here to guide you on your English journey. 30-minute lessons are £8 and 60-minute lessons are just £15. Buy a package of 10 lessons and you'll get your 11th lesson for free. If you haven't had a lesson with me before, why not try a 20-minute trial lesson to see what the lessons are like for the reduced cost of just £5. But wait, there's more. If you're a devoted fan of Listen Up and want to show your support, consider joining my Patreon community. Your contribution directly helps me bring you more episodes and maintain the quality of my show. Plus, you will receive exclusive content so you can keep practicing your listening skills even more. It starts from just £1. Your support truly means the world to me, and I couldn't continue this podcast without you. So whether you choose private lessons or Patreon, or both, I look forward to staying connected and exploring the fascinating realms of English as a second language together. Thank you once again for joining me here on Listen Up. Until next time, keep practicing.